So I'd like to welcome once again RC. How you doing tonight, RC?
Chris, great to be with you, brother. Everything is wonderful. We're in the fight for our lives, but I will agree with the crew in studio. Cadillacs are amazing. It is like riding on air.
Indeed they are. Indeed they are. Okay, so I know you guys are up to a lot of stuff, but you've got a big announcement, I hear, that you're going to make tomorrow. Is that right?
Yeah, Chris. So the American Adversaries audience, as always, gets a sneak preview. You guys have done so much for us and with us that we always like to let you and the audience know first. So back in April, Juliana and I released our first book, Empowered to Act, Maintaining the Principles of Patriotism. Starting tomorrow, officially, we are doing a major push to get Empowered to Act onto the Amazon bestsellers list. That's going to open up so many doors for us, Chris. It will allow us to get this book, which is the antidote for Saul Alinsky's Rules for Radicals, into the hands of as many people as possible. So people are probably asking, RC, that's great. How can I help? What do I do? So the most important thing is to pop over to Amazon and either get a Kindle version or a hard copy version, and then share that with as many friends as you possibly can to have them to do the same thing. Once we get to that mark, Chris, as I mentioned a minute ago, it opens up so many doors for us to reach so many people with this blueprint for people to take action that are conservative patriots and believers. It's amazing.
All right, let me ask you a couple questions. First one is, how much is it, and is it on sale on Amazon now?
It is absolutely on sale on Amazon now. The actual print edition is $14.99, and we're slashing the price of the Kindle, Chris, to $9.99 starting tomorrow, because we want people to grab the book, read and learn. It's a one-sitting read. We want as many people as possible to get the word so that they understand what's going on and what to do, and then to share that with as many people as possible.
Empowered to Act on Amazon, and it's I've got a copy, of course, and it's a how-to book. It's things you can actually do. Give them a couple of examples, if you would, RC.
Yeah, Chris, thank you so much for saying that, by the way, about, what to do. We're in a time where we go to see a speaker. Juliana always talks about the rubber chicken dinner analogy. You go to a meeting, you have a bad rubber chicken dinner, you hear a speaker, you're excited. 12 hours later, nothing happens. 30 days later, you're back having another rubber chicken dinner. We needed something that gave us the action steps. So now that I know, what do I do? The three big ones, Chris, that people can take away from listening to this. Number one, we need to communicate effectively. We communicate intellectually as conservatives, but we have to learn to communicate more effectively. The second one is that we have to build a community of patriots. And when I say that, I want people to think about the 10-block radius in which they live and what they need to do to secure Christian patriotic principles within that 10-block radius, and then build a community around that. And the third one, Chris, is securing the future. What's happening is that there's a lot of lip service to young people about how important they are and the things they should do, but we're not doing the life service of listening to those young people and the great ideas they have to help us fight a battle in the modern age. In all honesty, Chris, we're using antiquated models to try to win a modern battle. And the answers sit with young conservatives who are looking to us for guidance but have incredible ideas.
All right, we're coming up on the break, and we'll have R.C. Williams with us when we come back. And tell them about the Watchman Action website.
Yeah, so, Chris, if people go to watchmanaction.org, it is a clearinghouse. We wrote the book Empowered to Act to get people going. The Watchman Action site and the curriculum that we've put together allow you and your group to actually understand all the action steps and build all the components that we mention in the book so that you're ready to go. So if people go to watchmanaction.org, they can get all the information, including the link to pick up the book.
Is that Watchman or Watchmen?
Watchmen. M-E-N.
Plural. Watchmen. Okay, watchmenaction.org, the website, and Empowered to Act is the name of the book that you can find on Amazon. All right? Now, RC's going to be with us when we come back. I hope you will, too. We are the American Adversaries.
Network sound and video makes memories last forever. There are so many reasons to convert your old media to digital. The advantages are endless. Digital is lighter, sturdier, and much more compact. And please consider this. Should you have to evacuate due to hurricane, flood, or fire, you couldn't pack all those heavy videotapes. You could, however, grab your entire album of DVDs and portable drives right off your bookshelf. Visit networksoundandvideo.com or call 407-834-8555.
We all know how important it is to keep our home, work, and vehicles as clean as possible. That's why you should know Jeff Bonning and the team at Images Auto Spas and the Supreme Car Detailing Superstores. You see, they know the science of cleaning.
The science of clean. Nice.
They understand how dirt and germs cling to surfaces and how to rid those surfaces of those germs and dirt and keep them off. At the Supreme Car Detailing Superstores, they have the products and tools you need to do it yourself, or they can do it for you at Images Auto Spas. Images Auto Spas are located at East Colonial Drive and Bennett Road and at 510 North State Road 434 alongside one Supreme Car Detailing Superstore. The other is at 8119 South Orange Avenue at Sand Lake Road. Go to dasuperstore.com. That's dasuperstore.com. And remember, 7 days a week you can get the Ultra Shine at either Images Auto Spa for only $20 if you mention you heard about it on the American Adversaries radio show. Do some gift shopping while you're there as well. That's dasuperstore.com.
Are you ready to feel like a celebrity? I'm Abby Greenberg with the A-List at Compass, the #1 real estate brokerage in the country. And whether your goal is privacy or standing out on the red carpet, we have a solution. With concierge services and access to top-rated vendors, we'll showcase your property like no one else. If you're thinking about buying or selling, visit abbygreenberg.com to schedule a free consultation. That's abbygreenberg.com.
When you begin any journey, whether it's a short one or a long one, you want to feel confident that you'll get there and back without any problems or hassles. So you want to be sure your vehicle is in optimum operating condition. That means if you own a Mercedes-Benz, you need to know Jerry and Janice Shepard of Jerry's MB Service, where they specialize in Mercedes-Benz service and repair. Jerry's MB is family-owned and operated with factory-trained technicians, so they are the dealership alternative. So whether it's regular maintenance or a repair of any size, the experts at Jerry's MB know what it takes to keep your Mercedes running smoothly and dependably. They're easy to find just off Alafaya Trail, just north of UCF, at 551 South Econ Circle. You can call ahead to make an appointment at 407-366-6499 or just bring your Mercedes in and they'll do the rest. Remember, Jerry's MB is the dealership alternative. So give him a call at 407-366-6499 or visit jerrysmb.com.
Do you suffer from nagging back or neck pain? Wake up feeling more exhausted than the night before? What about that sleep partner who's turning your nights into a concert of snores or dealing with breathing issues? Discover a better night's sleep and a better day at Relax and Comfort. At Relax and Comfort, we're all about elevating your sleep experience, and we've got all the top brands to prove it, including Tempur-Pedic, Personal Comfort, and Stearns & Foster. Our smart beds aren't just beds. They're your personalized sleep sanctuary with hundreds of healthy positions. They're designed to fit you perfectly. Plus, they have an amazing feature, automatic snore detection and response. No more sleepless nights because of a noisy partner. The best part, we're conveniently located at Winter Park Village, just across from Regal Cinemas. Come see us today and experience a night's sleep like never before. Relax in Comfort, where better sleep leads to better days. That's relaxandcomfort.com or visit us in person at the Winter Park Village, just across from Regal Cinemas, a family tradition since 1967.
AM 950 and FM 94.9. The Answer.
Oh! Hey, folks, I'm WWE Hall of Famer Hacksaw Jim Duggan, and you're listening to The American Adversaries, the best in political professional wrestling on The Answer. Tough guy. Ho!
And, you know, we got to wonder how Hacksaw fared because he has a ranch up there in South Carolina, I think it is.
Yep.
Yeah. All right. Anyway, once again, thanks for tuning in. We have R.C. Williams of Watchmen Action. That's watchmenaction.org on the line with us. And they're pushing their book, Empowered to Act, to the top of the Amazon bestseller list of how-to books. And you can order one on Amazon, Empowered to Act, by R.C. Williams and Juliana Ormond. And R.C. Pierce has a question for you.
Yeah, R.C., going back to the 1960s, Saul Alinsky's Rules for Radicals was a handbook and a primer, I guess, for socialist action. And it kind of seems like to me your book is in the same mold, but the antithesis of it. It's more of a handbook and a primer.
You're correct, Pierce. Thank you so much for bringing that up, because what was happening is that people would hear us speak, or they would see us do something, and they'd say, guys, so what do I do? And we would tell them, look, you need to read Saul Alinsky's Rules for Radicals if you want to understand the game that's being played against you and continues to be played against you. There's nothing new under the sun. They're running the same game, and they're able to get away with it because you don't understand the tactics. And people wouldn't do it. So we said, you know what we need to do? We just need to write the antithesis to Rules for Radicals, and people will read it. And as funny as it sounds, that actually happened, right? If you want to be an expert, write a book, I guess. So.
And once again, these are things that any one of us can do. This is not something that you have to be, the president or something like that to do. This is for the average American, RC.
Chris, you're absolutely right. So we wrote this book to be read in one sitting. It's less than 50 pages, and it has plenty of room for notes because, Chris, our logic is if people are learning something, they should be in a position where they can also think about or plan to do or even do. We've had people running for office use this book, lay out a battle plan, and start making phone calls to potential donors or to get opportunities to speak before they had finished the book. And that was really our goal. Chris, we talked in the first segment about people hear what's going on, but they don't hear what they should do or how they should do something about what's going on. And one of the things we love about your upcoming book is you help to explain the why it's happening. So if you look at those two things in combination, once you understand why this is happening to you, then you want to know what to do about it. And that's where we need to be, Chris, as conservatives largely. We need to be focused on action and giving people actionable steps, because if we empower people to do something, even if it's something as simple as sending a text or making a phone call, they'll do it, and then they'll encourage others to do the same thing.
Yeah, and my book will be available on Amazon this week, as it will come out in print, and it's called Politics in Pro Wrestling, How to Understand and Cope with the Mayhem. Politics in Pro Wrestling, not politics in professional wrestling. Politics in Pro Wrestling, How to Understand and Cope with the Mayhem. And, yeah, you'll be able to get that one on Amazon as well. But right now, you can go ahead and get Empowered to Act. It is already up on Amazon. And the more you order on Amazon, the more it will get pushed out by Amazon. That's the whole idea here, right, RC?
That is correct, Chris. The more that people help us to do that, the faster this goes. We want to get this into the hands of as many pastors, congregations, activists on our side as we possibly can. And Chris, if I could share something with you and the audience, I think is important. This book, for me personally, spurred a piece that I'm putting together called The Spirit of 26. The United States is coming up on the 250th anniversary of independence. And what struck me is that people read parts of the document, but they don't read the end, where the 55 of the 56 who signed it were believers, and they pledged their lives, fortunes, and sacred honor. They put it all on the line. And as we come up and we come into a time where it's all on the line again, I think, Chris, it's important that we reflect and reread that and understand what it is we need to do and why books like Empowered to Act and Politics and Pro Wrestling are so important to us maintaining freedom and liberty. The time is now. We're out of time.
Yeah, RC, you bring up a good point, because the Declaration of Independence spoke about our divine rights. The Constitution intentionally left them out, but the state constitutions of the original 13 states, 12 out of the 13 had clauses in there saying that we are a Christian people.
Mm-hmm.
Correct.
By the way, many of the signers actually did suffer for signing that document. Some were arrested. Some family members were arrested. Some of them lost everything that they had, and it wasn't pleasant for a lot of them. And the British Crown obviously was not happy at all about that, and then wanted to kill them all, wanted to try them all for treason. But back to Empowered to Act. Once again, this book, you can get it on Amazon. Is it also available on Barnes & Noble? Do you know, RC?
It is, actually, Chris. People may have to dig a bit for it. They can find it there, but if people go to Amazon and they help us to get up onto the bestseller list, then everything else is going to flow for that, which is why we were pushing so hard. And Chris, we appreciate you guys so much for supporting us in everything that we're working to do.
Yeah, Empowered to Act. Once again, $14.99 print copy, $9.99 for the Kindle copy. They have marked it down so that more people can have access to this. And it's a hand-to book, but it's like a something you will refer to regularly. I mean, as RC said, you can sit down and read it in one sitting, but you'll want to keep it handy because it's something that you'll be able to refer to and refer others to it as well.
And use it for talking points.
Absolutely.
Yes.
The book itself, correct. So, Empowered to Act. And then, of course, my book, Politics and Pro Wrestling, How to Understand and Cope with the Mayhem. So I think the two of those books will get you through a lot of this, help you understand a lot of what we're dealing with and how to better deal with it yourself and things that you can do. You will be empowered to act, and that's a lot better place to be in. We are coming up on another break. RC, I hope you'll stay with us one more time and give us just a little synopsis of what Watchman Action has been up to lately. All right, and that website is watchmenaction.org. Watchmenaction.org. Okay, so once again, please stay with us. The American Adversaries Sunday evening 3-hour classic tour. Got another segment to go here and then another hour to go as well. So I hope you'll stay with us, and then a lot of great programming after us here in Central Florida and there, obviously, and Georgia. And once again, our hearts and prayers go out to you folks in Georgia and elsewhere across the Southeast, Florida, Georgia, North Carolina, and Tennessee, Kentucky, South Carolina. We know we've been there. We feel your pain, but we still offer you our prayers. We'll be right back.
Are you craving the finest Italian flavors in Central Florida? Then Cafe Positano is your restaurant for the best casual and fine dining experiences. Those same authentic meals, whether you dine in or carry out, or have us cater your special event with Cafe Positano. Call us at 407-774-8080 for unforgettable meals and authentic Italian food, whether dine in, carry out, or have our staff cater to you. Come to Cafe Positano at 3030 East Cimarron in Apopka, where every meal is a taste of La Dolce Vita.
Hi, I'm John Siebert, President, Patriot Home Funding, Central Florida's best mortgage broker, and we are making mortgages great again by offering the lowest rates and best service, all while not charging any lender junk fees or points on most of our products. And if you are a veteran, we will pay for your appraisal as a way of saying thanks for your service. Take the Patriot Home Funding Challenge. We'll give you 5-star luxury service and save you money. Give us a call at 407-389-5132. That's 407-389-5132. Or visit us at myphf.com. myphf.com. At Patriot Home Funding, we finance the American dream.
Patriot Home Funding is a licensed mortgage broker business in the state of Florida, NMLS 171699, and is an equal housing lender. John Siebert is a licensed mortgage originator in the state of Florida, NMLS 305711.
If you're in business, you either have a forklift or wish you did. AAA Forklifts can help either way. If you need a lift, they've got them, and they stand behind what they sell. If you have a lift, they offer top-rated service. No repair is too big or small. Looking to upgrade? They take trade-ins. Selling a lift? Call for an offer. They also offer OSHA-approved training. AAA Forklifts is the Southeast top-rated forklift company. Check them out at aaaforklifts.com or call Tanya, Curtis, or Sean at 407-695-4387 for some old-fashioned customer service.
Hey, Central Florida, Dave Ramsey here. When you need advice on your taxes and want to work with someone who has the heart of a teacher, you need to see Larry Herring, CPA. He's one of our tax-endorsed local providers, and he's ready to talk with you about all your income tax needs. Larry Herring will help you manage your taxes just like any other expense. Take it from me, Larry is your guy. 407-647-7777 or at herringcpa.com.
Retirement can be scary, but only if you're not prepared. That's why AARP created thisispretirement.org. Because unless you've already retired, you're in pretirement, and you still have time to plan. Learn about retirement savings options, potential tax breaks, and how you can build savings over time. Visit thisispretirement.org for free resources to help you customize your action plan and feel the retirement fear disappear. Brought to you by AARP and the Ad Council.
Hi, everyone. This is Sunny, the California girl from Gorgeous Ladies of Wrestling. We're all champions in the ring, including all the hottest guys on American Adversaries. Love ya.
And, of course, that's our gorgeous lady of wrestling who should be joining us at the top of the next hour. And she was just interviewed by the Los Angeles Times. How about that?
They're liberal.
All right, indeed. All right, let's go back to R.C. Williams of Watchman Action. So what's happening Watchman Action-wise, R.C.?
You know, it's amazing, Chris. We've invested a lot of time and resource into building the Watchman Action training curriculum. So Empowered to Act is a step one for people to take action and get things done. The Watchman Action curriculum and course, Chris, expands on that, dives deep, and gives you all the building blocks you need, not only for you to be more of a complete package, but those in your group or your church or whatever the case may be to be able to do the same. The logic of the 10-block radius, Chris, and being effective in that radius goes out to a community or whatever the case may be, because as much benefit as we get from President Trump returning to office, the onus is still on us at a local level to be equipped and ready to address the issues that are most important. And if we get that part right, then the right public servants will show up to represent those interests because they know that they're being held accountable by people who are paying attention. So, Chris, our focus has been getting that curriculum done and then getting booked to go and to teach and to speak on this. And there's actually an event happening October 11th in Venice that's going to be simulcast through a bunch of different watch parties that's being done by our friends at Defend Florida. We're excited to speak at, where we're actually going to be able to do this. So, Chris, Watchman Action has been so focused on that right now and making sure that the information is available to people and we can go wherever they are to provide that, because ultimately the goal is to get them equipped and empowered to take the action so that we win these battles at all levels.
And I like to say getting elected is the easy part, governing is the hard part. So this is going to be an ongoing thing. So please to take advantage of this. Empowered to Act, get the book, and then watchmanaction.org. Can people sign up for Watchman Action? Can subscribe to it or whatever?
Yes, they can, Chris. So if they go to watchmanaction.org, they'll see our We Are the Watchmen weekly newsletter. They can subscribe for free. And then there's also a page here for that one, and our other newsletter, Ripped from the Headlines. Watchman Action is literally people's clearinghouse for everything that we do, including this interview segment, which is going to be up on the site tomorrow. But yes, I encourage people to go there, sign up for the newsletters, learn more about the great work that we're doing, and please pray for us and tell as many friends as you can that it's a new day, and groups like American Adversaries and Watchman Action are going to lead the way. There's hope. There's light at the end of the tunnel, and we are called upon, as Pierce mentioned, to take the same steps that the founders did when they signed the Declaration of Independence.
If we don't do it, who will? All right, thank you so much, RC. We'll get you back soon and get an update on how this is going. Empowered to Act on Amazon.
God bless you guys. Thank you, Chris.
Same to you. All right, we'll be back with another